Hello, my name is Jonathan Hocker, and welcome to a SWOT analysis on Duke Energy. This presentation will have an overview of Duke Energy, followed by the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to the company, and finish up with a summary statement about the SWOT analysis. Duke Energy is the largest electric utility in the United States as of 2012 after combining with Progress Energy. The company services over 9.3 million electric and natural gas customers within 7 states. The company takes strides to power the lives of their customers and community and aims to do so through cleaner energy and collaboration. With that said, let's begin the SWOT analysis by going over the strengths of Duke Energy. As previously stated, Duke Energy is the largest electric utility in the United States and is the biggest strength for the company. In 2019, the company had $25 billion in total revenue and $158 billion in total assets. The company serviced 7.7 million electric customers and 1.6 million natural gas customers. The company also ranked 123 on the Fortune 500 list. Being the largest electric utility in the United States leads into the next strength of having wide reach and energy generation. Duke Energy owns approximately 50,800 megawatts of electricity capacity and has pipeline networks that run over 27,700 miles. In addition, the company has renewable energy projects that span over a dozen states, which we will get to later. Final strength being presented in this analysis is the competitive pricing and benefits that Duke Energy offers. The visual on the screen shows the cost per kilowatt hours by states from March 2020. Duke Energy is responsible for 90% of the electricity generated within North Carolina, and North Carolina residents pay an average of 11.68 cents per kilowatt hour, which is the 19th cheapest in the United States. 5 of the 7 states that Duke Energy occupies are within the 20 cheapest states for electricity rates. In addition to the competitive pricing, the company offers benefits to customers such as credits to accounts for selling back renewable energy or purchasing partnered products through third-party vendors. While the company has some great strengths, they also have some glaring weaknesses. The first weakness to note is that the company has been involved in numerous environmental lawsuits as of late. The company was found to be in violation of the Clean Air Act and Indiana state implementation. As a result, the company settles on $85 million being put towards reducing air pollution. The company was also the cause of the coal ash spill in the Dan River in North Carolina in 2014. This resulted in about 39,000 tons of ash being spilt into the pond and 27 million gallons of ash pond water being found in North Carolina and Virginia. The bottom visual on the screen showcases the area that was affected from this spill. The company agreed to a $7 million settlement and also were going to do excavation of the ash from the pond, as shown from the top visual on the screen. A second weakness of the company is that it has not been keeping up with competitors regarding clean and renewable energy. According to reports, 70% of Duke Energy's electricity comes from coal or nuclear energy, whereas the national average is 50%. To adjust, the company has been turning towards natural gas. However, that utilizes fracking, which is a major air and water pollutant. Alternatively, the company could turn towards renewable energy to close the gap. However, they are severely lacking compared to competitors. The renewable energy portfolio for Duke Energy is just 1% compared to the national average of 17% as of 2017. The company's projected renewable energy portfolio by the end of 2030 is supposed to be 10%, which will still be severely lacking compared to the national average. Although this is a major weakness at the moment, this is actually a great opportunity for the company to grow their renewable energy portfolio. The company has over 100 renewable energy projects in 17 states, and it totals more than 2,900 megawatts of capacity. In the company's annual report, only 7% of the company's generation diversity was renewable, and only 2% of the energy generation was renewable, and no wind energy was generated at all. The company has the opportunity to utilize these energy projects to spike the generation diversity and energy portfolio for renewable. Along with the energy projects, smart technology providing opportunities for the company to increase the renewable energy diversity and output exists. The company has been utilizing smart meters, which allows for customer collaboration so that customers can sell back some renewable energy to Duke Energy and get credits to their account. This opportunity for the company not only is better for the environment, but also covers up a glaring weakness of the company as previously mentioned. A second opportunity for the company is an expansion of the customer base. Year over year, there has been an increase in electricity demand, with a new peak occurring in 2018 after a dip during the recession in the late 2000s. Experts expect the sales of electricity to increase at least 0.5% per year through 2050. The top visual on the screen shows the electricity generation from 1950 until 2018. Along with the increase in electricity demand, there has been an increase in population year over year. Since 2010, the 7 states that Duke Energy offers services to has increased in population by 5.9 million people. The bottom visual on the screen shows the breakdown of the 7 states and how much the population has increased since 2010. The company also occupies 3 of the top 10 most populated states, in Florida at number 3, Ohio at 7, and North Carolina at 9. Also, Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina have seen at least a 10.5% growth in population since 2010. Great opportunity for the company, as those are the 3 most occupied states by Duke Energy. Of course, for every opportunity that the company has, there are also threats to it. A big threat to the company is the Social Justice North Carolina, which is a coalition aiming to end the company's monopoly over North Carolina's electricity system. It was previously mentioned that Duke Energy generates over 90% of the electricity used within North Carolina. The coalition aims to have outside competition come into North Carolina, so that way Duke Energy will be more pressured to lower their carbon emissions and focus more on renewable energy. The company is the top carbon emitter among U.S. utilities, with 105 million metric tons of carbon dioxide being released into the air in 2017. A second and recently new threat to the company and many companies around the world is the COVID-19 pandemic. The states that Duke Energy occupies has seen approximately 293,400 cases as of June 19, 2020. The pandemic has seen an increase in demand for electricity by residential and non-residential. The graphic on the right shows the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on some of the major states, which also includes Florida and North and South Carolina from Duke Energy. A real problem with this pandemic is that there's no end in sight. The summer months now beginning, this will lead to a stress test on energy reserves for various states and companies. Bringing the entire analysis together, it is clear to see that a major strength of the company is that it is the largest electric utility in the United States. However, recent environmental and legal mishaps have definitely affected the company's reputation as a whole. In addition, the company is lacking in renewable energy drive, but has the opportunity to turn this weakness into a strength. The company should feel threatened that the longer that they wait for a major push for renewable energy, that outside competitors may enter their territories. And as recently stated, the COVID-19 pandemic threat does not seem to be going anywhere and can really affect the company and their customers as a whole. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.